general location reading of cities, states, in a general area. Today it's for Virginia in the United States of America. Anyone in the locations can benefit from this reading. If this helped you, please share it with the next one in line to share this energy of goodwill, of love, of aiding those that are in need, and we hope that you enjoy.
So, Virginia, to begin with, get out of religion and get out of racism, get out of hate, get out of politics. What does Virginia have? A lot of bloodshed. Now, that bloodshed was from war. It also was from slavery. It also was from prostitution, drugs, and different things. But inside that world, we did a study for 9 years in Virginia, a certain area. And we took local students from colleges that were literally about to graduate, and within 3-4 months, they were making more money than some of their parents were, because we opened the intellect and took their trade of what they wanted to do and show them, continue, go to school, do what you want, but understand who you are inside of you. All our students wrote books. A lot of them own businesses, still running some businesses. But that does not mean that those people are going to stay true to each other. You have to understand that. So in Virginia right now, we were there 9 years. We ran big, extensive meditation groups, closed doors. Some of you, if you hear my voice, you will know that you spoke to me at one point in time. And when you were causing trouble for other people, I would be the one, and that's no ego sense or anything, that would talk to you on the side with your students there, along with mine. And I would tell you, I understand who you are, what it is. You can come to class. You can open up. You're welcome. Never denied anybody. We also had something very intense inside our meditation, that we had a time that if anybody ever attended and did not agree, we would have a window where we would allow the students to raise their hands, say they didn't agree, and speak about it, so that it would be in the open and we would be able to discuss, and we encourage people to. The problem inside a classroom is that it is a classroom. Most of you that are teaching are trying to put your way on the student, and it's not your way. So a lot of people have been misled in the search for this word called God. That does not mean that these people, if they're taking money doing that, that has nothing to do with the experiment that we ran. What it has to do with that this system is tested, and in different areas, in different states, all over.
And you'll find out that because the United States is its own entity in itself, a business owned by so-and-so, every state's going to have similarities, of course, but the difference is that you'll see in the population, and we're talking about specifically for Virginia, you see how in vicinity it's close to the capital of what they say is the United States, Washington, D.C. So in this way, it breeds a certain mindset that's passed through generations that's very institutionalized. So you'll see the institutions in the education, you'll see it in the class structure, the large middle class, the upper class poverty level that is hidden from the society, but people that are in it are climbing and trying to get out of it. So it's a change in the mindset of, are you going to be a slave and work and devote your life to something that if you are just a cog, you can be replaced by someone else? And there is a dumbing down of who you truly are in these types of systems. Now, I'm not trying to put down all systems. These also provide structure for people that understand the value of salary and status for things that can help humanity. Now it goes the other way too. This is why we're talking about it here on Break the Hex, because people are putting this negativity into their lives, into the lives of others, knowingly and unknowingly. And some people need to find the liberation that helps them achieve what they want inside of life and also break free from slavery, because people say this in a society, in a culture, but it's everywhere. And if you believe in a certain way, reincarnation, past lives, at one point in time, you were something in a religion at a point in time, and you're here again. What are you going to do now? Are you going to enlighten, liberate, awaken, learn more?
And you have to understand that some people live in an apartment, some people live in a house, some people live with their grandparents, some people live on their own, and some people have more money than other people. Some people will not live the way other people do. Some people are a certain religion. Okay, and that's why you have all these roles that your body must play.
And that's okay. But at one point in time, you have to move on.
And you have to understand that these roles that you're playing also are towards other people and manipulating and understanding ways of persuasion that people use by dressing, by putting on certain scents, by having your shoes way too shiny, and you're showing up in a suit to a pool party. Does that not raise some flags?
We've been to many states and countries, and we've seen in this magic realm that a lot of people will try to put on a show on the outside because they're insecure about what their soul truly needs on the inside. That just shines through. How many people come up to you and tell you exactly who they are, what they do? Yes, that's good. But beyond that, what is the creation that shines with your life, with your happiness, your family, your love life? It all goes into where people are hurting you, harming you, or are you thinking someone's harming you and hurting you and you're just doing it to yourself constantly? These are the thought patterns that these locations have, and they repeat unless you want to expand more and break it.
And you need a system that is going to understand something that you're going to tell a student, and basic psychology would tell them, basic doctors would tell them. They would say, if you have family that has hurt you over and over and over again, and just blame you, leave it alone. But that is up to you to leave that alone, because inside our system is that egg. And one bump can crack it. One bump can crack it. That's why we tell you, carry an egg around all day. Label it. One, it didn't crack all day. I label it. I put it there. And then you will understand all the roles of your emotions that you go through all day. Some of you will crack the egg instantly, before you even get it in the bag, maybe. Some of you will be extra cautious. Some of you will get obsessive with the egg. But it's to really see, what are you hiding inside of you? Because you need an extraction of that software. a real extraction. You have been going since you've been born. How old are you? And what are your views yourself of God within inside you, the religion, the way you want to be with a person, the relationship, or are you just going to call someone up and be like, I want this person? Do you really want them?
So Virginia is in the present, but also in the past itself. So within inside of this, you have what you put into this world is going to come back to you. This is just a basic law of energy. And there has to be a point in time inside of life that you want to break free from this thought pattern and see that there is more inside of life, truly more inside of life than just one way.
You just have to look at what do you want. But Virginia right now, you're going through a time shift. And you have to understand that on the grid, on the internet, and everything else, Virginia is very filled with a lot of government and different things. And that's not saying that it's good. It's not saying that it's bad.
It's data.
But it's groups also. And in Virginia, you're going through groups. And these groups are large groups, small groups, intermediate groups, but the ones that do harm, there's more harm being done even when they think that they're doing good. And you have to understand that balance, that right now there's this young youth that is coming and wanting something, and they go a whole other realm than they're supposed to, and they start studying Reiki and yoga and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And then they start teaching and they start taking on all their inner fears. But it's also because of Virginia itself, because of the bloodshed. So someone could have had someone in their history that went through the war or lived through that war, and that's their ancestral. And every time they walk over that, depending on the guilt inside of them, the ground is reaping up a lot of bloodshed. Now, on heaven, there is earth, but it's for you to learn to resurrect that in a way that you are thankful for what you have now, but you cannot judge. And sometimes you're in a system and you know that it's not right for you. You might be doing Reiki, massage, and we used to teach a lot of massage therapists that the minute you come in contact, you're really multi-dimensional, and that is a cosmic energy, and there is a quantumness. Any sort of weakness in the body will create more of the paranoia and the psychic attack of yourself in your own hex. So that's why you have to break that hex. But in Virginia itself, there's a lot of people that are in relationships that are really not wanting it. They're having a desire that's more sexual enhanced. And sometimes in the college time, that's a little messy because of peers and everything that people are doing. So if you do need help, you can reach out to us.
We don't know who you are or the age that someone watches this, but if this touches you and you understand that, okay, you're not your family, you're not your experiences, you are anything that you want to be once you settle down and rid that programming of what someone programmed you to be, what the society, the state, the history, release it. Comment if you felt anything. If you have any questions, check the links in the description below. We're also here for immediate contact. Check the links.